Hello and welcome to Penno channel. If you could like, comment, share and subscribe. Keep trying to grow the channel. Keep trying to get the subscribers up. Content will keep coming through. My thoughts on the match between Southampton versus Aston Villa coming up this weekend. But firstly, let's talk about what's been going on at Villa this week, because it's been a madness. There's been a lot happening within this transfer window. And it started with bringing in Jhon Duran from Chicago Fire for a reported £15 million, plus add-ons included in that. It's a strange signing for Villa in the sense that we never go for MLS targets. It's something different. I've never known us go for a player from the MLS. Something that's starting to creep into the Premier League, the most notable one being Miguel Almiron from Newcastle, and we've seen what he's doing this season. But it did take him a number of seasons to, get used to the style of playing in bed in the club. You wouldn't have thought Almiron was going to have the season he was going to have, maybe because it was down to Grealish's comments. But anyway, so Jhon Duran comes in, 19-year-old Colombian international, made 3 appearances. Chicago Fire's top goal scorer last season, albeit Chicago Fire weren't great last season, but he was the main man. He was their go-to guy, the talisman in essence, and performed really well. He got 8 goals, 3 assists over 1,300 minutes that he played altogether. So not all just starts, some sub appearances as well. I think that worked out to 27 appearances, but obviously 27 times 90, he's not playing full 90 minutes. He's coming on as subs towards the start of his career at Chicago Fire. So it's an interesting signing. Big, powerful, strong striker. Looks like he's got an eye for goal as well. But we'll have to see how he adapts to the Premier League, because it's a totally different kettle of fish. But it's an exciting one. It's a sign that Villa have started to use the scouting department. Not much experience. And it's buying for the future, because if he hits, it's a massive hit. If he's kept and he takes Villa to where they want to go, or sell on value, you're making a lot of money. If a 19-year-old in over 2-3 seasons, 21-22, is, a prolific goal scorer, especially a striker. So welcome, Jhon Duran. It's going to be interesting. And then news last night was West Ham had put in an offer for Danny Ings. I think it was reported initially as 12 million. Not sure if that initial bid was rejected, but now it's been reported that it's 12 million plus 3 million in add-ons, and Danny Ings will be leaving Aston Villa and going to West Ham. I think it's all set to be tied up either later tonight or tomorrow, which is Friday. And good luck to Danny Ings. He's been a good servant here. Could have been good, could have been bad. He's kind of in between. He splits opinion of fans. For me, personally, he's a great finisher. He's an unbelievable finisher. His XG throughout the seasons proves that. He always overperforms his XG. He shouldn't be getting the amount of goals he does with the XG from chances providing for him. But Danny Ings now is not the Danny Ings of, say, Southampton, that prolific season where he got 21 goals in the Premier League, which was ridiculous. Albeit he's a great finisher. He just doesn't suit the style of play that I think Emery's trying to put into this team. And this is my opinion. I don't think he suits the style. Why wasn't getting minutes at all, really. It's different. It's a different way of playing. And the signing initially was a bit strange. Considering under Smith we were playing, a 4-2-3-1. Though I just couldn't see any way how Danny Ings was going to be the lone striker. He's tried to be incorporated. We even switched up to a 3-5-2 under Smith, tried to incorporate him. Gerrard went to that, the Christmas tree formation, as you call it, but it was more like a 4-3-1-2, Coutinho in behind to try and incorporate in. And even Emery now's playing a 4-4-2, an orthodox one. But Danny Ings isn't getting minutes, so there's been ways to try and fit him into the systems that have come across the years. But it's just not worked, and all credit to Danny Ings, because he's still our top goal scorer this season. So there's no beating around the bush. He's a good striker. And at another team, maybe possibly West Ham, who require goals, he'll be a good signing for him, and I think he'll do well at West Ham. But for Villa right now, what they're trying to do and what Emery's trying to do, I don't think it's working. And to recruit such a wage, to clear off such a wage, to recruit such a price for someone we signed for 25 million at the age of 28, 29, and now turning 31 in July, he's going to be going for 15 million. It's 10 million over a few seasons. Plus you're getting rid of the 100 plus wages and the age as well, 31, and he would have been going away free in 18 months' time. And who knows if he would have, been able to sell him in the summer when he just ran out his contract. God, I'm sounding like Sean Dyche today. I don't know why. My throat is gone. But yeah, this is a Sean Dyche impersonating video. But yeah, Dan Ings is gone, and good luck to him. Always liked him, but just didn't work at Villa. And this throws into question some of Perslow's decisions for me. Remember the Grealish video, how to keep up with his goals and assists. Buendia, Bailey and Ings are the players for it. And I just couldn't see how Ings was ever going to fit into what we were trying to do. And at that age and that price, I don't think it was a successful signing. It's been not mediocre, but not successful. It's just been middle of the range. Because when he has played, he's scored, but it's detrimental to how the team plays for me in what I see with my eyes. Also, signing players of Lange, people like that. There's a lot of stories coming out now about how Unai Emery, from the reliable Percy, there's, players like Digne and Cash who are on tight ropes. Nakamba and Sanson can go. Even Johan Lang. We went in for the Real Sociedad sporting director. He turned us down because he got a nice package from Real Sociedad. But there was interest there, and I think we made him an offer. So what does that say about the people in the club? If we're looking to replace Johan Lang, employed by Perslow, Gerrard employed by Perslow, signings like Danny Ings overseen by Perslow. So he has a lot of things to answer for, and you see him come out and answer stuff when it's good news. Even the gambling sponsorship recently, poor decision making, and he's relatively okay on the commercial side of things. But yeah, he has some things to answer for, that's for sure. And it would be nice to see an interview from him now. See what he's got to say about certain things. But anyway, just a lot of stories. Hearing rumours of Moussa Dembele coming in. Had a great season last season, not so much this season. He got 21 goals in League One, I think, last season. Always a striker who gets talked to, obviously Man United links over the years. I remember him at Celtic, he was quality, but he was in Scottish Premier League. Always a name that floats about for various different clubs, and not quite yet come to the Premier League. And it would be an interesting signing, that's for sure. Also, reports are still looking at Deulofeu, centre-back, possibly, winger. Because I can see Deulofeu playing off the two. He's more central. I can see him being like him and Bailey fighting it out. And then Bailey possibly going to the wing. And then Watkins and Duran as the other options on the other side of the two up top. So yeah, interesting times. Midfield as well, the Guendouzi news, the Onahi links as well. Really is a squad reshuffle. And to be honest, it's something that I'm a manager like Emery, I feel like you have to back that and you have to trust in it. And if you want certain players to go, albeit some people might be their favourites, whatever, there's no sentimentality for me in that sense. It's best for the club. And if he's the guy overseeing everything and he sees that as fit and the best for the club, which have been reports stating that Emery's now taking charge of all transfers and that sort of thing. He's overseeing everything and he has like the final say. If that's the case, then he has my full backing, because we haven't had a manager as proven as he is at this club in my lifetime. I don't believe so. So give him the tools and give him what he wants, and let's see how we go from there. So going on to the game on Saturday against Southampton, Nathan Jones, he was having a terrible time of it, but that last week, 2 wins, one in the Cup against Man City, which no one saw, and then the 2-1 victory at Goodison Park against Everton. That guy, James Ward-Prowse, the free kick specialist, scoring another free kick and scoring a goal from open play, which is rare. I always remember the 4-3 game in COVID at Villa Park where he scored 2 worldies against us. Danny Ings scored that day as well, which is quite funny. But yeah, interesting going away to St Mary's, because apart from that game where Ross Barkley scored the one, I always feel like we don't do well at St Mary's, and I think the record of head-to-head shows that we don't really do well away at St Mary's. But, they're struggling. They're really struggling where they are in the league. Got a bit of a confidence boost, but I think we still have every right to go there and think we can win that game. Team news regarding that. Watkins is in full training, he's fit. Cash and Digne could possibly be missing. Carlos is still out. I think that's about it, really. And John McGinn's a few weeks away. So I think we go into this game with the same lineup. If Watkins is fit, same lineup. I think it will be Martinez, Young, Konza, Mings, Moreno. Then we'll go Ramsey, Douglas Luiz, Kamara, Buendia, Bailey, Watkins. And we go out there and we have to stick it on them. And in the first 10 minutes, like we did against Leeds, try and get an early goal. We've got a great record this season. I think it's something like we've only dropped 3 points from winning positions, which is incredible, really, because Villa was something really, really poor at that over the last few seasons. We always used to get turned over, even when we took the lead. But to only drop 3 points out of the fixtures we've had is really good. So it shows if you can get an early league, we're more than likely to defend it, which is really promising. It's a really good thing to build on. So Southampton will line up. It's interesting, Southampton, because they have a lot of young players, inexperienced, but they have a lot of moments of magic within them. And they played a 3-5-2 against Everton. I don't know whether that was to possibly match how Everton's shape was, but it was Coletta Carr, Salisu, L'Essential, is that how you pronounce his name? Centre-back. And then they had Ward-Prowse, Slavia. I think it was El Nusi on the left, which is different. Carl Walker-Peters on the right. There was another midfielder in there. Oh, yeah, Ibrahim Adalo. And then Aduzi and Che Adams up front. Aduzi's one of those players, his moments are special, like special moments. Lavia's another one. Has moments of brilliance. We've seen that this season. Just come back from a serious injury, so he's a real bright spark in that team. I don't think Bella Kotcher's back. I don't think Livramento are back just yet. And they're big misses as well. Also young, up-and-coming, good players that they have in that squad. So we have to go there and really put it on them, stick it on them due to that inexperience. I think Ward-Prowse will try and be, the engine in the middle. Ibrahim Diallo can play well at times. But if we've got players like Elanusi playing at left wing back, you have to attack down that side because he's a left winger to me when I've seen him play. So left wing back, you've got to try and exploit that side. And no one better than Jacob Ramsey, probably our best ball carrier in the squad to do that. So if we can tack down their left-hand side with Jacob Ramsey and Bailey interchanging on that side, we can cause some problems. And my voice is gone. But yeah, interesting game, and one I feel like we should go there and win. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go 2-1 Villa. I think we can really, if we get a good start, we can really put it on Southampton. Clean sheet, I'm not too sure about, but yeah, it could be, 5 wins out of 7. 16 points out of 21. Unbelievable if that's the case. Really, really great start, which has already been already. And no doubt there'll be a lot of transfer speculations and rumours over the next couple of weeks before the end of the January window. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the revolution of Villa, the reshaping of Villa's squad, the reshaping of possibly Villa's backroom staff as well, especially in high positions, sporting directors, etc. So yeah, it's interesting times at Villa. I'm not opposed to anyone going if it's seen fit and right for purpose. Questions will be asked if it doesn't work, of course. But as of now, I have no reason to disagree with certain things going on at the club because, as I said, we haven't had a manager of this status at the club in my lifetime. So why question his decisions? Just see it. Let's see how it goes. And if it's for the better, fantastic for us. If it's not, questions will be asked. So yeah, really, really interesting things going on. And let me know your thoughts in the comments, how you feel about the Duran signing, Ings signing, any players that you want to see in, any players you want to see leave, thoughts on Lange possibly being replaced or someone coming in senior above him, and your thoughts on Purslow and just the club in general. and how you feel Emery's coming across in the job. I saw his press conference today, the most open press conference you'll see from a manager, talking about Ings leaving, talking about Nakamba and Sanson possibly leaving, talking about other there's something else that it's not quite coming to me now, but something else he was really, really open and honest about. Chasing for a possible midfielder, possible centre-back, striker as well, possibly in January in the summer. Just openly speaking his thoughts into the mic at the press conference is really, really interesting and intriguing to see. So we'll see what happens. Exciting times for Villa, really exciting times, and hopefully we push on up that table this season, and there's an outside possibility of getting Europe. Let's hope we can get it. Let's hope we can take our chance and get it. But yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Again, like, comment, share and subscribe. And any thoughts you have, again, put them in the comments. I want to read them. I want to reply to them. I want to get a community going on in here. Interactive, both sides. I'm going to start doing a few lives as well. So look out for that. And yeah, up the Villa. And hopefully you can get those 3 points at St Mary's this weekend.